Hey guys, it's been a little while since I've posted a video or made any videos. It's been incredibly busy with the new shop. It's been it's been good, but it's been bad, But there's lots of cool new stuff going on. I'm gonna try and start posting videos again. I'm probably not gonna do tool hauls. I think I'm just gonna make individual videos going into kind of more individual tools and stuff, and reviewing individual tools and what I like and don't like about them. And that way I can kind of help people make some informed decisions. It's starting with that because this is kind of a bigger purchase that takes a lot of time and consideration and a bit of research. And I wish there was more out there for me before I made this purchase. Was when buying digital torque wrenches. A lot of stuff is torque to turn, or torque to yield bolts. So, you torque it and then you turn an additional so and so many degrees. And having a digital torque wrench kind of makes that handy. And I'd used the Snap-on ones, the Tech Angle ones from Snap-on in the past, that belonged to other people I was working with, or belonged to the shop, things like that. And they were really, really nice. But like a lot of things with Snap-on, I didn't like the price tag. I didn't like the idea of spending $1,000 per torque wrench from Snap-on. So I figured, go with the cheaper one. And there was some really cheap options, and there wasn't a lot of middle of the road options for digital torque wrenches other than Gear Wrench. So I went with Gear Wrench. Now I don't have Harbor Freight here in Canada, so Icon was not an option for me. So I went with the Gear Wrench, the 120 XP digital angle torque wrenches. And feel-wise, they feel really nice. I like the knurled handles. I like how it's not a lot of plastic. It's an all aluminum and all metal body. The actual, the head, the 120 tooth head, or 120 position head, is really smooth. You don't need a whole lot of click, 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 click back and forth for turning things. But what I really, really don't like about these compared to the Snap-on, which I didn't know this going into it, or else I wish I would have just bought the Snap-on, is say you're torquing an angle, right? You need 90 degrees. You torque, you turn it, it hits 90 degrees, beep, you're done. But say you only have 45 degrees of swing, so you turn it 45 degrees, you back it up, turn it another 45. Well, this messes it up and it won't track that angle properly. Where the Snap-on, you could track the degree one click at a time and keep going and going and going and going and going, and calculates that. Where this one, you have to be able to do it in a solid sweep. Anyways, so at that point, like, you might as well, like, you're almost just as well off to just eyeball it, or just go back to the old school, tick a line on the paint, or paint pen line on the bolt, and then turn it till it's 90 degrees or 120 degrees or 60 degrees or whatever it is, right? So it's not great compared to the Snap-on. It's nice enough. The other thing I don't like about it, it's not the chimes and stuff. It's not like the Snap-on where it's green or red or orange, green, red, or whatever, and it just vibrates as soon as you get there. It chimes and chimes and chimes and chimes and chimes different tones. So you really got to get used to using it. Otherwise, you're constantly going and turning and looking at the screen to see if you're even close to being there yet. So I don't like the way how it starts chiming way before. I'm sure a guy could get in there and change that. But and then the other thing is, after you hit your torque, you have to like double tap the set button if you want to, or you got to wait like 15 or 20 seconds. But it's not like the Snap-on ones that kind of work almost more like a old click style, where you can turn, bzz, go to the next one, bzz, go to the next one, bzz, so you got to kind of take a little more time with the Gear Wrench ones. So it's a lot of those little things where um, there's a lot of little things that add up to make it to the point where I wish I would have gone with the snap-on when it came to the digital torque wrenches. Like, they still work, they still do what they need to do, and if you need that digital assurance that screens saying, yes, I hit so and so angle, I'm happy, right? Then go ahead, get yourself a set. But I think it's one of those things, after using them, I think it's either you save up and put out for the snap-on ones, or you're probably almost better off just using one of those old mechanical dials. But